Hello and welcome back to our RedRun challenge in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where today we are going to be taking on our HR1 Urgent Quest. So let's go ahead and grab that. Yep, that's the one we want. So of course we're going to be trying to break the horns, we're going to be trying to cut the tail, we're going to be trying to do everything. And I've also got my hands on some fishing harpoons just in case there happen to be shark. Though we'll see whether or not that ends up mattering. Hopefully it does. And hopefully we get the one shark skin we need, because we need one shark skin. But let's go ahead and do this. Should be interesting, bringing down a laggy meant for more than one person. And of course we're grabbing all these supplies because there's no one to stop us. And there we go. Incidentally, this is my first time playing this game since Monster Hunter World came out, and already it feels a little stiff. But that's fine. Monster Hunter World's great and all, but this game still plays well. Of course, I do want to be playing Monster Hunter World right now, but hey. I'm recording this because I said I would. Like, I'm not going to quit before it's done. And while I could take a break, it's just got to record about an episode a day, or at least that much worth of stuff. And if I end up dying at some point, no skin off my back. Just means the run's over and I can focus on a Monster Hunter that's newer. I do enjoy spending time with this game, considering it's been so long. So there's Laggy, and there's a shark. So, do I dare smack it with my weapon? Or do I let the little jerks do it? There goes Laggy. Okay, let's do that. Leave it alone. Alright, it is carvable. Nope, but Cha-Cha's also getting something from it, so hopefully that'll be a shark skin. Would be nice. Anyway, let's go after that Laggy. It's kind of what we're here for. There it is. All curled up, peaceful-like. Don't really know why I blocked the roar. This isn't Generations. Or Double Cross, for that matter. Probably cost myself more time by blocking the roar than just if I had taken it. Thank goodness it went right under me. 3D space does have its benefits. Though I'm having a little bit of trouble maneuvering myself to the right part of 3D space. I definitely want to keep my camera below the water's surface, because that way we can actually see more of the Laggy. And it's kind of important to see a monster if you're going to be fighting it. Where you going, buddy? Ow. I find myself really frequently dodging down or up when I mean to be dodging to the side, and I'm certain I was holding the control stick to the side, but the game seems less sure than I. And I'm not sure if it's user error or if that's just how the game is. I can say that it's a big part of why I prefer the little notches around the analog that you can find on a GameCube controller or a Wii nunchuck. Because those at least let you know when you've got the control stick locked exactly where you want it. I like being able to be certain that my input was what I had intended it to be. And there's Water Blight again. Thankfully, Water Blight doesn't matter too much to Sword and Shield, because this isn't a real stamina-intensive weapon. But, like, if I was using a hammer or a switch axe, then I might be a little upset. Switch axe, admittedly, not so much in a game without aerial style, but still. Ow. Thankfully, we've got more than enough defense to take what this guy's dishing out, at least when it's not enraged. Ow. An enraged Thunderball might cause some real trouble. But there's also the fact that we've got our Shakalakas both with healing dances, so we've got plenty enough to help keep us alive, I should think. I doubt we're going to be in too much danger of carting in this quest. Of course, now that I've said that, watch us cart like in the next 2 minutes. But really, I do doubt that it'll happen. I went and lunged a little too farther. Oh, are you going on land? That's fine with me. I don't mind you going on land. I'll join you. So now that it's on land, I'm going to go ahead and make use of this pit trap that I brought. Because, I mean, we can't use a pit in the water. That would be weird. And we'll go ahead and use this to hit the back. Because while we can hit the back quite a bit when we're underwater, it's not quite so available on land, and just getting some hits in on it is more than fine. And now, for the rest of its time on land, we'll go for this little wavy thing behind it. Some call it a ta'il. Because if we sever the ta'il, we could get interesting parts, like a plate would be nice. Of course, now that I've said it, it will never happen. We also need to get a horn from breaking the horns. Like, if we don't, I'm pretty boned. I've been over this before, though. Of course, in order to get a horn for breaking the horns, we need to break the horns. On land, I feel like it might be like breaking even to block Laggy's roar. In the water, I think it's almost certainly a loss. The block animation feels slower. But who knows? Maybe I'm underestimating just how long the roar stun is. You know, Cha-Cha, maybe if you didn't dance your way towards the laggy, you would have been able to more safely do your dance, but I guess you finished it anyway, so who am I to complain? Also, that was a nice laggy face flinch. Would have been a little better to get it underwater where it would knock it over. But on land is fine too. Because it just means that we're closer to getting those horns broken, which is what we need. Ow. Wait, seriously? Why would you throw a dung bomb, Cha-Cha? You weren't pinned. Like, that wasn't me who threw that. My item list has been securely on this first aid med. Cha-Cha, you drove it into the water. You little jerk. Yeah, like, laggy can't pin. Why would you throw the dung bomb? Now it's just mad and underwater. Actually, I don't know if it's... Yeah, it doesn't look mad, but it is underwater, which is not helpful to our cause. That current, though. Oh, you're leaving, huh? That's fine, I can follow. Seriously, Laggy's swimming animation is really nice. I like it. It's a shame we don't get to see it in later games. Of course, it's not so nice when the Laggy just vanishes at the edge of the area, but it does that on land too. Oh, hi. I spy another shark. We'll be sure to deal with that once the Laggy leaves the area. Because until I have a shark in my inventory, I can't trust that we've got the shark skin. Did I say until we have a shark in my inventory? I meant a shark skin. That was close-ish. Ow. Ow. I dodged right to where that mouth was going. Which is pretty much the exact opposite of what you would want, really. Especially if you think about this more realistically. Like, from a realism standpoint, the mouth is the place you would less like to be. Getting hit by that neck as it swings around would still hurt. Just not quite as much as if you got grabbed by that mouth. Because the mouth has pointy teeth that can rip and tear. I do want to get that tail severed so it can't give water blight anymore. But going for the tail when it's underwater and therefore the face and back are more reachable than they would be on land is just a little wasteful in my eyes. Better to go for what you can't reach all the time than what is literally 100% of the time reachable. There is no weapon that cannot reach Laggy's tail either underwater or on land. Because on land, its tail is right by the ground, and underwater, everything can reach it because 3D movement. The face most things can reach on land. Actually, I think all things, considering the sword and shield, can reach it, and SNS has the shortest reach. But still, the face is arguably a little less safe on land than it is underwater. Mainly because of the animations Laggy has on land. They're almost all forward attacking. Sure, a lot of them underwater are as well, but underwater we've also got the spin that if you're to the right side of its face, this spin, you're pretty safe. Also, it's super easy to get out of the way of that underwater. Where are you going, buddy? Dang, water blight. Unfortunately, I don't think hits to the neck count as face hits for the purpose of breaking the horns. Yeah, what I should really be going for when it's underwater is its back, because that I cannot reach on land. But the face is simply a far more high value break to me. Far higher value. Grammar. Words. Poor Cha-Cha. Just took that point blank. Alright, let's go weapon away. Get our camera back under the water. Hey, buddy. Nice current you got there. There we go. Now if I can get around this face. Oh, our sharpness. When did that go down? Probably should have paid more attention. Ah, it's leaving. All right. That means we've got a date with a shark. So let's just give it a quick little smack. Get bit. But then give it some pokes. Come on. Hurry up and die on me. Did I just... I am getting negative crits with harpoons. Which means that they gotta take on the affinity of my weapon, which is just absurd. Okay, now it's dead. Cha-Cha, you want to help me carve it? Okay, good. I'm going to let him finish before I carve it. That way we can be sure that he definitely got something. And oh boy, we got another sharpened fang. That's not great. But it's fine. Let's get back to the laggy. Because the laggy is kind of what we're here for. A shark skin is just a nice bonus. And there's our target. Very glowy. Yes, hello. Here, have a shock trap. I made it for you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I actually lose time if I block that roar while underwater. Okay, I need to get well away from the shock trap because otherwise the face will get me. And then I need to get back in to hit this back. Because I do want the back break. Admittedly, the tail break is higher value, but not as high as the horns. So I can stand to not get the tail break, or tail cut rather, while going for the back. I could not stand to not get the horns while going for the back or tail. Because horns were priority 1, and I just swam right into that. Blurp. Oh, there go the claws. Unfortunately, we're stuck on the wrong side of the beast. And hey, that was the first one of the back flinches that we needed. 2 more, and we should be getting the back break. Poor Kayamba. Ow. Ooh, my health is not doing so hot. Okay, thank goodness we just got hit by the current. I would much rather be hit by the current than the monster. Especially because it's enraged right now. And if we got hit, it would almost certainly have resulted in a stun because of the double Thunderblight we've got. And just generally, it would have been a bad time. Okay, bye. Interesting. It stuns me, then moves back to take a look at my stunned body, and then decides, my work here's done. Little do you know, Laggy. It's not your work here that matters. It's mine. And mine won't be done until you're dead. And looks like no more shark. So hopefully Cha-Cha got something for us, otherwise we got nothing out of this quest. Turns out, air is still useful. Ow. Ow. Yeah, that's right. Go after the little guys. I'm getting me some air. Probably would have been better had I gone down for air rather than up. But oh well. Oh, someone's tired. Which means it's time to break this out. Or is it tired? Oh, I almost had the trap down. Oh, you going somewhere? Well, it might decide to go up on land, in which case we can easily get it into a trap. But then the trap wouldn't let us get free access to its back. Then again, an underwater trap at this point wouldn't really be that much better because it's already been in one shock trap. So a second one wouldn't give us that much additional time. Or rather, that much time to hit the back. It wouldn't be additional time because it's the second trap. Okay, it is in fact tired. Well, let's just do it. Damage is damage. Yeah, it would have been nice to get that amount of stun time when it was underwater, but again, damage is damage. I'll take it where I can get it. Or, more accurately, I'll give it where I can deal it. Well, I'm glad I didn't go for the tail when it was in the trap. Nice try, buddy, but you're a little too slow for me there. Shame it's not tired anymore, though. Oh, yes, Cha-Cha, please, carve the tail with me. That little guy's gonna hopefully have some really nice loot for us when this quest is over. I'll have to make it a point to check. Chest should be breaking any moment now. I'm a little surprised I took 0 damage there. Feel free to spin around, buddy. That's fine. We are out of shakalakos. I'm actually a little surprised the chest hasn't broken already. I also shouldn't really be going for it, but then again, what else can I do? Laggy's on land right now. And the only other thing that remains to break isn't exactly within my reach. Ow. Right, these are what I was looking for. Been using potions because I thought I had put my herbs away, but I didn't. So why not use them? Ow. Nope. Nope. Surprising amount of damage just for being walked past. I guess it is raging. That was a rage walk. Seriously, Laggy, is your chest gonna break, like, ever? Have I not been hitting it at all until now? Usually the chest breaks accidentally. But now that I'm going for it, can't break it worth a damn. Alright, buddy. We're in your element. That just means I can hit what I want to hit. Oh, there goes the chest. So the back is now the only remaining break. I'm pretty sure that neck went straight through me, and yet I took no damage. Thanks for the attack boost, little buddy. I should have brought Tranks. I've got more use for a laggy plate than for anything I could get from carving. At least I'm pretty sure. Of course, if I don't get the horns, it's not like I'll have much use for a laggy plate either. If only I had just a little more reach, we would have gotten some hits there. It's times like this when I feel a little envious of Frontier's long weapons. Like, every weapon class, or at least all the melee weapons, have, like, long versions of them. So you can have ones with more reach. And the sword and shield, its sword is like longsword length in this game, which is entirely silly looking, especially when they sheath it. But I can't deny it would be helpful to have one that long. It's another one of those things in Frontier where they don't really care if things look kind of funny. But in this case, at least, it's something that adds to the gameplay to the player's benefit rather to their detriment. Because most of the things where they're like, if it looks cool, put it in, it's stuff that harms the player. Like ludicrous arena covering attacks. Also, I said if it looks cool, but usually I think those arena covering attacks look kind of like, what? Why would you do that? What justification is there for this monster to be able to do an attack like this? But the long weapons, like, I mean, I can see some people trying it, though. Hunters being able to wield some of the larger weapons seems a little questionable. And again, when you sheath a weapon and it is poking into the ground as you're running along with it, that's just silly. And to think, I got off onto this tangent out of my desire for just a little bit more reach underwater with this thing. Let's get out of the way of that. I want no part of that. Also, we've gotten 2 of our back knockdowns. The third means either the break has happened or is coming soon. So, I look forward to finding out which it is. Because my memory does not serve me here. And in this next area, I think we'll go ahead and use this shock trap. Just to go for a few more back hits. Oh, someone's having him a snack. Well, I see no reason not to interrupt the snacking. Oh, that was a good flinch. Interrupted his big discharge. So there should be a sparkly around here, shouldn't there? And yet, I'm not seeing one. Alright, now's my chance to get this down. And now I gotta get moving, but not in the line of fire. Alright. Well, we got one combo in. And back to the back. Yes, nice double fang there, buddy, but unless it's thunder double fang, you're not going to take a heart away from me. That's right, Monster Hunter Stories terminology. I loved Monster Hunter Stories. It's a great game. I would love to see them make a sequel for Switch. Like, that would be phenomenal. And, like, they could include all the monsters that they didn't before. including ones from World and like Giginox, and have even more of them be rideable. That'd be so cool, and I would love it. But for reals, as long as they bring in Giginox and don't have it just be Kezu again, I'd be pretty cool with whatever they did. Like, just give me Monster Hunter stories, but with more monsters and more story, and I'll be a happy camper. Didn't quite have the range there, but it's okay. It made it easier to get out of the way of that. Getting a surprising amount of negative crits, which aren't really doing so hot for me. Sword and Shield does low enough damage without him. Can't wait until I get a weapon that is on par with this without the negative crits. That poor Epioth. Really swam into the middle of something it shouldn't have. Almost said stepped, but stepping is not a thing that it did. Seriously though, that poor Epioth. Nice. So it's with the third back knockdown that the break happens. And we've got a Swimp. Good timing. We'll go ahead and let it get to sleep. In the meantime, I might as well kill one of these buggers and carve it. Because, I mean, what have I got to lose in so doing other than a little bit of sharpness? Which reminds me, I don't think I've sharpened recently, so I should probably sharpen before going into the laggy. After all, losing green sharp sucks. Time to wake our little buddy up. And we'll do it with jump slash to the tail-ish area. I don't know why that particular area, but seemed about right. Thanks, Banahabra. I totally needed to have my elemental defenses lowered. I think this laggy might have paid off those Banahabra. Considering it roared, and during the roar stun is when we got our defenses lowered. Oh, and killed the witness so that we couldn't even find out that he paid it off. Needed health a little urgently there. And they gave me this flash, so I might as well use it. Are you serious, Cha-Cha? We want it to stay in here. It's on land in here. Like, I'd be cool with it if he used dung bombs to avoid a pin, though I don't think he can get pinned. But, like, just tossing dung bombs just because? That's less good. This is actively detrimental to my strategy here of keep hitting it while it's on land and therefore easier to fight. Though maybe he's playing the long game, thinking that if he gets it to go back into the water, then it'll come back in here for another sleep attack. Maybe Cha-Cha's trying to double my damage output for one more hit. That could be it. I'm sorry I doubted your strategy, Cha-Cha. I'm also sorry I lost sharpness right before this knockdown. But that just goes to show that it definitely had been a good idea to sharpen before coming in here. Or maybe not. Maybe I was like 1-2 hits down from green sharp. I don't even remember when the last time I had sharpened before that was. Almost went mining, but don't really have a need to. Not here. Here is no volcano. Nor is it a tundra. Oh, are you going right back? No, you're not. That's a shame. So, Laggy, if you wanted to just die real quick, that would be great. Because, like, I wouldn't mind if you died. It's kind of my goal here. And if you died, then you wouldn't have to be in so much pain anymore. So really, it's a win-win. No one here loses if you just go ahead and die. Because I don't really have that much time left to bring you down. I'm sure I'm not going to run out of time, but, like, having 0 worries is better than having the tiniest inkling of a worry. Also, if the Laggy dies, it can't kill me. So, yeah. Again, I'm pretty sure it won't be able to kill me, but 0 worries versus tiny worries. I feel like I should let the Laggy get a little further out of there, just to be sure we can carve it. Because as much as I need plates more than carbs, saying that I would be okay with it giving me 0 carbs is just not a true statement. I would like to get carbs if I can't get cap rewards. Getting neither is unacceptable. Ow. Thankfully, our elemental resistance reduction has worn off. And we are going to get a second double damage attack. Gonna go ahead and wait for it. Grab some air because we can. Gather from this for the same reason. Shame this stuff just turns into Zenny and not points in this game. It is kind of awkward that points come exclusively from the Moga Woods and trading with Junior. Like, earlier and later games both let account items turn into points and Zenny. And that's the right way to do it, I believe. There we go. Just one combo left. And that means we're HR2. I'm totally fine with being HR2. Okay, it's not made entirely out of hides. All right, Nahabras. I know you were working to sabotage me, you and your ilk. I also know I can't really hit you worth a damn. My aim is bad. So is my timing. So is my camera work. Just everything about this is pathetic. But that's okay, it's mostly just killing time. Because I'm sure as hell not killing them. Alright, give me some horns, Laggy. Good. Getting a bunch of laggy parts here. That's nice. No plate, but didn't really expect one. And we'll have to see what Cha-Cha has for us. Because Cha-Cha might just be exactly what we need. Not for a laggy horn, but it could have a plate. I think I see a shark skin. Yay, good job, Cha-Cha. You saved us from having to kill more shark. And you got us a laggy scale. That's not bad either. And Kayamba's got nothing. So, we're HR2 now. Alright. So, with that being done, I didn't mean to come here, but... Oh, I guess this kid wants to talk. Yeah, it is a pretty cool lighthouse. Oh, okay. Sure. Ooh. Alright, that's a nice hope. Oh, thanks. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what we'll do next episode, but actually, yes I am. We'll be fighting Giginox. So, join us next time for Giginox. See you then, friends.